The f you looking at? This is Soul Reaver. It came out in '99, one of the best voice acted games from that era. Just listen to this.
I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants.
Literal chills. You play Raziel, or John Reaver. As him, we are on a quest to kill Cain, a vampire. Raziel was also a vampire until Cain and Raziel's brothers wanted to show him the nutritional value of H2O.
Cast him in.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
And centuries later, he's been brought back as a wraith without a jaw by an eldritch squid called the Elder to kill Cain and get his revenge. Remember, this is the Legacy of Cain series. This is the second game. First one we played as Cain. Alright, I'm getting off track. Anyways, as a wraith, John Reaver can be a real boy and a ghost. As a ghost, he's got to give other ghosts the big suck before he can be a real boy. John Reaver spends most of the game describing areas in the most beautiful manner you've ever heard.
The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Cain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
And killing vampires. And these boys are tough. You can box them all day till they look like a 50s housewife, but they still won't go down. They never hear the bell, so you gotta stab, burn, drown, or give them some vitamin D to get rid of them for good, and give their soul the big suck. Anyways, John Reaver can't just get to Cain. He's gotta kill his brothers, who's also changed with the times, and suck up their souls as well, giving him the ability to get to Cain, who promptly will enter Shakespearean dialogue with John Reaver before pulling out his own Reaver.
The Soul Reaver, Cain's ancient blade, older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Cain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant you were dead.
Cain's Reaver is no match for our boy John Reaver, and his sword blows up and he bounces, but plot twist, we get his Reaver, and now John Reaver has the Soul Reaver. This glow stick fucks anything it wants. Also, our Queen Ariel says hi. Ariel is the guardian of the pillars. TLDR, she died in the first game and now she can't be a real girl and lost half her face and is kinda stuck here, unable to move on like I can't move on from my last relationship. So we go kill our other brother with the flaming eggs of his unborn children, and we find out we not only was once human, but also a Seraphim priest. Vampire hunters. Turns out both vampires and priests were both pieces of shit to each other. This makes John Reaver feel like he's better than everyone and goes to kill his other brother so he can continue on the hunt for Cain. One minding his own business in the water since he's turned into a fish, and the other impaled by sticks and left to rot by humans. Just having a good old time, vibing, having a nap. We've ruined that shit. We put the poor guy in the oven and overcooked him. No, there's humans in this game too, but it's actually better if you just leave them be. I didn't. I hunted them down like the dogs they are in their own streets. Anyways, in the final stretch, we learn about this guy called Mobius from the first game, some time wizard, and we find a hallway of cut content and the ghosts of Christmas past before facing Cain one more time, who, while fighting, activates the time machine and bounces out through the portal at the end, cackling like he used to when he cut his way through Nosgoth. And John Reaver has a choice. He goes through the portal. And on the other side, Mobius. Something destiny, and that's it. Blue balled into oblivion. What will happen to John Reaver? Will he kill Cain? What time is it? Will we kill our queen? But that's for another time, because that is basically Soul Reaver.